Next up at Next up at UFC 316, we have a very interesting heavyweight matchup. This should not be a boring slug fight. We have Serghei Spivac taking on Waldo Cortes-Acosta. Serghei Spivac, 17-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5 years, coming off that finish loss to Jailton Almeida. He is taking on Waldo Cortes-Acosta, 13-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 years on a 4-fight win streak. Yes, Jacob and I starred in a movie together with Waldo Cortes-Acosta.
Did you mention that in your quick pick?
I did not.
I mentioned it in mine. Even gave a shout out. Burden of 9 Lives.
Burden of 9 Lives.
It's on Amazon. Go check it out. You think we're fucking lying? Go check it out right now. Everyone, right now, open up a new tab or get on your phone. Go to Amazon. Look up Burden of 9 Lives. Order it. Watch it. And you'll see us.
And then leave a comment that you watched it because of your boys.
Yeah.
So they know where the traffic came from. We are in a movie, quite literally, no exaggeration. We are in a movie with Waldo Cortes-Acosta.
Somebody said I would pay to watch Angelo do jumping jacks. How much are you going to pay? He'll do them right now,
yeah,
boy.
I'll fucking do some jumping jacks. You out of your fucking mind? Like, the whole Angelo's short. First of all, Angelo's short. That's what's crazy. Angelo's fat. It really depends on what I'm wearing. But I've competed in things. I was an athlete for a period of time. Waldo Cortes-Acosta and I are both very athletic. And the reason I like Waldo in this fight, spoiler alert, is the fact that he is an athletic guy. He is wildly athletic. He was a baseball player. Not that that really has any benefit in MMA, but the athleticism, the hand-eye coordination has all benefited him quite well in MMA. He's a fun athletic striker. He's tough as nails. We have seen his leg get absolutely chewed up, and he doesn't even flinch. He hasn't done the dancing mid-fight in a while, which is great, which means he's dialing in. He's honing it in. He's taking this very seriously. We've seen him outstrike people. We've seen him out-grapple people, including the 6'7" Olympian. He just knocked out Ryan Spann, where the size and the athleticism and the speed were on full display. He's taking on Serghei Spivac, a heavyweight grappler. Serghei striking is not very good, but he does have decent takedowns, good ground and pound if he gets it there. And as much as I want to reverse time and go back and see when he fought Alexei Olenek and just that was the sloppiest, shittiest fight we've ever seen, he has buttoned it up since then. Serghei Spivac's a big dude, and if he gets the takedowns, it can be a problem for a lot of people. The reason he averages, though, around 5 takedowns per 15 minutes is because people stand up on him. He's coming off that loss to Jailton Almeida where they both had a takedown. And if you looked at Waldo's lone loss, his one and only loss in his career and the UFC, you'd be like, oh, Serghei Spivac's going to win this fight because Waldo was taken down a few times, and it was a problem for him. But that was 2023. And while that's only a few years ago, when you get somebody as big and as athletic as Waldo Cortes-Acosta, somebody who's improving as quickly as him, you'll realize he should be good here. I have bet on Waldo. I put money on him. I bet on him to win this fight, and I do think he wins this fight. The reality is he is big as hell. He is fast as hell. He is athletic. He is tough, and I think he can keep this fight standing. If he weathers the early storm...
How fast is hell?
It's fat. I mean, you just one fucking... Can I get the keys? Boom, you're in hell. Doesn't take long.
Explain that.
Drunk driving, straight to hell. Yeah. How old's your daughter? Hell. Every time. Straight to hell. I'm picking Waldo Cortes-Acosta. He's big, he's fast, he's strong and athletic, and I am leaning on that athleticism more than almost anything else. I understand Serghei should be able to take him down. I'm leaning on the athleticism here. What do you think, Jacob?
Here's what I'll say about this fight. This feels like the Chaos Andreas fight, where it just seems like Spivac is not going to get those entries that he's going to get against Waldo, because Spivac, for his wrestling, isn't really a wrestler. Like, he's not shooting blast doubles, he's not shooting singles, that type of stuff. He wants to close the distance to the body locks, and he's one of those judo and trip type people. And if he gets those positions, he can take anybody down. I mean, you saw him, the first body lock he took with Jailton Almeida, a little whizzer kick, and just fucking tossed Jailton across the octagon and had some good control. Waldo, the difference is, if Chaos gets taken down by Andreas, I think Chaos can get back to the feet. I don't think he's going to really struggle. If Waldo gets taken down by Spivac, I don't really know if he's going anywhere, because Spivac was holding down Jailton pretty well. Jailton hit a couple like little sneaky sweeps, that probably only Jailton can hit. I don't think Waldo's going to hit that type of shit. But just like I like Chaos to kind of keep the distance and the bigger cage and all this stuff against a guy like Andreas, who also doesn't really shoot those takedowns. He's more of a clinch, get you against the fence and work takedowns from there. Waldo with that jab, with that right hand, as long as he doesn't overextend too much into the clinch, because what I see a lot from, you see this a lot in heavyweights, and I see it with Waldo as well, is they're not afraid to throw heavy because they throw heavy and their momentum will just kind of take them into the clinch. They'll kind of clinch a little bit and then they'll break away back to space. Well, Waldo, I'm telling you right now, don't do that against Sergey, because if you throw that big right hand and crash into the clinch, Sergey's going to grab that underhook and he's going to judo throw you, trip you, or do something. And if he gets on top of you, it's going to be a fucking problem. Now, Waldo's a tough dude. He might be able to survive, get to the second round. We'll see what happens. And if he keeps it on the feet, we've seen Spivac have some really big deficiencies in the striking. Like, once things start to not really go his way, he's in big trouble. And I think that's what's going to happen here, is that close the distance into the body lock against a guy like Waldo, who will... What the hell happened in your background?
What did I see? What happened in the background?
I thought there was like a red and yellow light or something. Or a red and blue light. Like, I thought there was a fucking like cop light or something.
No. I was reading the comments. Nothing's. The only thing I hear in the background is a dog bark.
Why is there screaming?
Children. Just loud. It's the summer.
But you mentioned the athleticism of Waldo. I think the footwork, the jab, the speed is going to keep Spivac at bay. And once it starts going downhill, where Waldo is working downhill and Spivac's kind of reeling a little bit, I think Waldo could be able to find a finish here. So the thing I'm looking at in this fight, let me look. Hold on, Angelo.
Chaos is ensuing. I didn't know it. Now the lights are on. I hear the kids are not asleep. And the dog is barking.
This fight does not go the distance at minus 190. Seems interesting, because it seems like if one way or the other, somebody's going to have some really good success here. Either Waldo is going to withstand the takedown, start steamrolling, go downhill, and Spivac's going to do what he does and kind of fade into striking and be in real big trouble, or Spivac's going to get him to the ground. And Spivac, when he gets people to the ground, is a finisher. I mean, he is pretty nasty when he gets on top of people. So I think there's some value there. Minus 190. I might play that. We're going to be on the live stream probably Saturday. That'd probably be the live stream bet. But as a pick, I'm going Waldo, just because I don't think Spivac has like the dive at your ankles type of wrestling to get to Waldo. And he should be smart enough to understand to stay out of the clinches. So I'm going Waldo.
Weren't you texting me talking shit that I picked Waldo?
No, I said I couldn't believe that you didn't pick Spivac, because he fucking is like you love those fucking wrestlers. So
all right, I do like wrestlers. I picked the other one when you said I can't believe you didn't pick the 3-time All-American. I was like, but I did, and then I realized I wrote the wrong name. Listen. You and I are on the same side. The athleticism, I do think, is the difference here. $7,900 in DraftKings Fantasy. I got to take a look at what he's done in decisions. I don't think he'll finish Spivac. So I got to see what he does in decisions, how many points he scores, because I don't see him shooting offensive takedowns. That would be sort of out of character for him in a matchup like this. So I'm going to take a look at that before I make a DraftKings Fantasy decision. But if you want to take a look at what the optimizer has to say, what the simulator has to say, what BetSam and Artem have to say, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It's $10. You unlock every single pick, every single bet, every single tool. There are no upsells. There's no cross-selling. There's no tiers. It is $10 for everything. And when I say $10, it's 10 flat, even. No surcharge, no bullshit. $10. We
type a 2 in the chat for Angelo if you're a premium member.
You know what is funny when we mentioned meeting people in real life? Almost every single person I meet, one of the first things out of their mouth is their premium member status. Like, oh, I'm a premium member. Some people will be like,
don't worry, Angelo, I'm a premium member.
Like literally.
Don't worry, Angelo.
And it's just
either that or it's like,
I'm
not a pre, but I'm gonna become one. I'm gonna become one.
Literally, and I'm like, dude, it's fine. Like it's okay. Like you don't need to be a premium member. I get it. So it's just so funny that my incessant repeating of premium membership is just burned into people's brains.
You literally should get a T-shirt to wear around X that literally just says premium and it says WeOwnPicks.com on the back. You should do that.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's my identity at this point. We do have a $1.99 super chat from Andres Alera. UFC 319 at Jacob at Angelo. Road trip. Hit the thumbs up. Is 319 Chicago? I would like to go to that one.
You wouldn't last a fucking second in Chirac. Angelo.
One of us grew up near a massive city, and the other one
fucking people
is afraid of large crowds. Listen,
I'm really welcome in any hood. I've talked about this on the stream. Get this off the screen. I literally could walk into any hood, just strut in, be like, "Hey guys," and the second they got to know me, they would enjoy my presence. Anybody that knows me enjoys me. There's no doubt about that. Sometimes I push a lot of people away in my life, but anybody that knows me fucking thinks I'm the fucking shit. I know that.
I enjoy you for sure.
Yeah, and sometimes.
Okay. A couple other comments here. I'm betting on powder. I love this comment. He's talking about Serghei Spivac because I have called Jacob powder more than one time on this show, and it's always a very deep cut that a lot of people don't get. So I appreciate that comment.
Just because I got special powers.
Nope, that's not why. And then Aussie Battler said, the noises coming from Angelo's house is cooked. I can hear Tiffany struggling right now. It's 9:00 at night. My kids are not asleep. They usually are, but it is the summer. The dog's screaming for food. I don't know what
this is. A comment from the same guy. An interesting question. We'd kidnap you in the hood and make Angelo pay the ransom. So my question is to you would be, what would be the max?
You don't negotiate with terrorists. You're very kidnappable too. So if I paid this one ransom, then anytime, you're rocking up to, Sprouts, whatever bullshit store you go to, Oshkosh Bakosh, to get yourself some new overalls, anytime you go there, someone will just snatch you up with a pillowcase. So I can't, if I pay the ransom one time, I'm going to have to pay it every time. So I can't do it. Sorry.
What if it's like $500?
The problem is it's $500 this time. And then next time you're at Chuck E. Cheese's in the ball pit, and then somebody grabs you out of there. Now it's $700. Like, you can't negotiate with terrorists. You set the wrong expectation.